All right, the talk that I'm going to be giving today is called "Going Back to Go Forward into the Future." Part one: Why are we in the problems we are today? Alexander Solzhenitsyn said in 1938, "More than half a century ago, while I was still a child, I recall hearing a number of older people offer the following explanation for the great disasters that have befallen Russia. Men have forgotten God, and that is why all this has happened. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow patriots, let me propose to you that this is where we nearly are in our beloved America. We are on the precipice of the very kind of disaster that Russia was engulfed in almost 100 years ago. We have forgotten God, how He blessed this nation so richly in the past. We become complacent in our prayers and supplications to Him, and therefore we have forgotten Him and what we are. What kind of people are we to be? On July 4th of 1821, John Quincy Adams said, "The highest glory of the American Revolution was this: it connected in one indissoluble bond the principles of civil government with the principles of Christianity. From the day of the Declaration, they, the American people, were bound by the laws of God, which they all, and by the laws of the gospel, which they nearly all, acknowledge as the rules of their conduct." Adams said that the American people of his day understood who and what they were: a people knowing the laws of God and remembering Him in their daily discourse. Today, Adams would find his people almost unrecognizable in their character or the lack thereof. We have forgotten who we were. We must remember God in order to know who we are and what kind of people we are to be. In the words of John Adams, religion and virtue are the only foundation not only of republicanism and of all free government, but of social felicity under all governments and in combinations of human society. How do we get to this point, and what must we do to get back? James Garfield, our 20th president, made a clarion call. Now more than ever before, the people are responsible for the character of their Congress. If that people be ignorant, reckless, and corrupt, it is because the people tolerate ignorance, recklessness, and corruption. The president went on to say that the converse is true as well. We got this way because we forgot God, religion, and virtue, and therefore our legislatures, state and federal, have become corrupt in who and what they are. The statesmen of a country are only as strong and godly as the people. As President Grover Cleveland said, "Those who manage the affairs of government are reminded that the law of God demands that they should be courageously true to the interests of the people, and the ruler of the universe will require of them a strict account of their stewardship." Echoing the statement of Thomas Jefferson, "I tremble for myself and my countrymen when I reflect that God is just, and His justice cannot sleep forever." The reason why we are in an ever-increasing tyranny is because of our desire for another master, namely government. We have not yearned for God of our fathers for a very long time. As George Washington points out, the propitious smiles of heaven can never be expected on a nation that disregards the eternal rules of order and right which heaven itself has ordained. Our financial problems are a direct result of our social disorder. Pornography, abortion, etc. are further symptoms of the disorder of our own hearts. King Solomon rightly said, "Where your heart is, there your treasure will be." So, what are we to do, my American brothers and sisters? We must pray and repent to God, and then act and vote for godly people. And then, only then, can God truly bless America.